what was different about the defensive effort today? Because you talked about how good your defense, but it seemed like they were locked in from the start. So what might have been different about your defense?
Well, I'll say this too. The first quarter is what was different. We gave up too many points in the first quarter Thursday. Even with that being said, we hold a team to 54 points. You should be able to win it. But I thought our defense was exceptional, especially our perimeter. Johnny's got a really good team, and she's got a talented group of guards. And so when you watch them on film, you sit up straight because if you're not locked in, they can kind of have their way. And so I think our perimeter players are really sound defensively and forced them into really tough contested shots. And we also were able to get back and force them into a half-court game and not let them play in transition, which is where they are really elite.
You know, usually a lot of times players do reflect their coach. And our understanding is maybe you were at a 10 after the Georgia loss until now. Was your players, do you feel they followed your suit there?
I think so. I would say that's a fair statement.
Jani's educating me. I'm a little bit off.
Jani said that you've been on 10.
I didn't know what 10 was.
Season learning. Yeah.
Got it.
I had to get an explanation.
Yeah, it's unacceptable. There's nights that you can do everything right and not win. And I can handle that. I think our team can handle that. But when we don't do what we're supposed to do, it's not okay. And it's never going to be okay.
Coach, did you feel good about defensively? It seemed like y'all were making them, even when y'all weren't getting plays or causing turnovers, a lot of deflections out of bounds and stuff like that, that y'all were making it difficult, like every single minute they had the ball rather than just, kind of a cold shooting night for them, that y'all were a big part of it.
Well, I think we just have the ability with our team to wear you down. You look at our starting group and then you sub and you bring in, KK, Tanea, Sid, or Soleil, or whoever it is, whoever gets their number call first, and now they're stingy defensively, right? And then when you bring them out, our first group goes back in. It just makes it really difficult. And then same thing, MJ brings great energy defensively to our team. We can put AC at the 4 spot, and so there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to wear you down over time, make it hard for you, deflection, take it out on the side, get a tip, get a steal, do it again. And that's the mentality that we should have.
Both Jani and AC said that they had fun out there, because of the way they played defensively.
Yeah.
Is this kind of a good reflection of the identity of what you want this team to be?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun out there today. I thought it was a fun game to coach. Watching them share the basketball, stick to the game plan, force Auburn into Plan B. It was a lot of fun to watch, and that's who we want to be and how we want to play.
And then a win like this, what does that do for your team, especially confidence-wise, when you know what's coming up ahead this week?
Yeah, I think number one, we took care of home court. We protected home court, right? That's really, really important. And then in this conference, you've got to be able to win games you're supposed to win. I think this was a game that, for us, we needed to win for sure. And then we'll be off tomorrow, and we'll start prepping for, obviously, a really, really good LSU team in Baton Rouge on Thursday.
Coach, earlier this season you mentioned several games trying to dominate the paint.
Yeah.
You mentioned instilling confidence, but offensively, to be able to double Auburn's points in the paint, is that something that really looks good as far as your team going into the rest of the year?
Well, what I like about it is the ball needs to touch the paint. It doesn't have to be scored in the paint, but it needs to touch the paint. And so we were able to get penetration today. A couple times we got it into the paint and then kicked it out because it collapsed things. And so I was really happy that, number one, yes, we had a size advantage. We wanted to get the ball inside, but it came from penetration as well. Andy got downhill, Tanea got downhill, Soleil got downhill. And then after that happened, we were able to then get in the paint and kick it out and find some shooters and make the extra pass.
You shot pretty well overall, Joni, but I think it was in the third quarter. You missed 10 of your first 12 shots.
Yeah.
Then you made 3 of the last 4. What possibly was the lull there, or just what happened and you went back to where you were, being able to score points?
That little timeout helped a little bit. Yeah, I thought we came out a little bit sluggish, and I just wanted to get on top of it before it turned into something that it shouldn't. Auburn came out and just was really stingy defensively, got a couple tips. They pushed it down our neck in transition and scored. So we called a quick timeout just to reset, and then I thought from there we were back focused a little bit more.
All right. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Joni.
Thank you.